Hello YouTube. So my wife has gone off and left me on my own this Saturday morning. I say left me on my own. She gave me a to-do list to keep me company. And like all good husbands, I have every intention of completing that to-do list, just in my own good time. So I figured the first thing I should do today is actually just give you a quick update on my lock picking and some of the locks that you will hopefully see in some of my upcoming videos. By the way, I'm sorry about how I sound at the moment. I've been manfully making my way through a bout of man flu. It's been pretty terrible, but I'm pulling through, thank God. Okay, so let's start. Ben from the UK locksport.co.uk forum sent me a couple of locks. You saw the Yale Y12470 picked. That was yesterday I did it. I've also got this tricircle. Thanks so much. I hate these bloody locks. And this ISEO, which he did an excellent video on. I'll see if I can pick that for you. This kryptonite is an amazing lock. I love it to bits. I'm not really one for collecting the locks that I pick, but this kryptonite and the ABUS 6540 are two that I do intend to keep hold of. I have actually picked this. It's a very nice pick, but I want to do a gutting video out and about. I'm not too sure where I'm going to do that, but I figure probably just down the pub. I think I'm going to go to the pub and I'm going to pick it and gut it at a pub table with a pint in hand, just to make it better. These are interesting. This blue union lock, blue keyed union lock, I actually picked on a Greater Anglian train from Norfolk, Norwich Station to Liverpool Street, I think it was. So that's been picked, but this is its brother or sister, whatever you want to call it. The bitting on this key isn't too bad, but this one is a bit more challenging. Now I have picked it, I just haven't been able to get it reliably to justify going out somewhere and trying to pick it on location, but it'll happen sometime soon. Ucof from uklocksport.co.uk recently sent me a number of challenge locks. He makes the most incredible challenge locks. They're really, really well put together. I've already picked one of them on video. That's Ucof 19A, the Spools challenge lock. That was good fun to pick and gut. The locks I've got left, 19B, 18A and 18B, are still on the to-do list. They've given me a lot of trouble. Actually, I've not tried the 19B nor the 18B. I've spent a lot of time on 18A and it's caused me a lot of trouble. A lot of fun, and I will get it. I have picked it a couple of times, but again, trying to get it consistently so that I can get it on camera on location is proving difficult. What I really want to do is pick this on the Emirates Skyline, I think it's called. I think it'd be great to have one of those cabins going across the Thames and to be able to pick this and gut it in time before I have to do the return journey. So that'd be kind of cool. He also sent me at the same time as sending those challenge locks to Union rim locks. They're, I think they're just standard pins in there. I just haven't got around to picking them yet. I do need to. Ucof also recently dealt with a load of locks which were introduced to the forum or to the community by an ex-locksmith, Gaz, I think his name is. And he sent me a couple on request. Very kind of him to do all that work. This is a multi-lock, and it has the most incredible key. Now, I have no doubt that these are well known to the locksport community, but I know nothing about them. except that they are probably, it's just common sense, pretty difficult to pick. But something for me to look into. I don't think it's going to be picked anytime soon, but I'm definitely intrigued, and I look forward to playing around with this. Probably higher up on the to-do list is this Yale cylinder lock. Now, I've wanted one of these for ages. I think they're really beautiful things. If I can figure out how to use it. It's got a cool bitting, and it's just really nicely put together. It works very smoothly. I'm really looking forward to playing with this and trying to get it picked, and I'll have to think of a special location for this. Definitely deserves it. He also sent me, in amongst the batch, these two Euro locks, and they're on the to-do list. I must say that here we are. Simon from UK Locksport sent me this along with the keysock, which I picked, or tried to pick, outside St Paul's Cathedral. I have played around with this, and it shouldn't be too challenging, but at the same time, I still haven't been able to get it. I'll give it another shot. So I must say, I have, in learning to lockpick, started drawing more towards padlocks than Euro locks or anything along those lines. I just really like them. I just think they're cool. I'm really looking forward to this. It's my first padlock with a interchangeable core, so I'm looking forward to gutting this. It's going to be quite an event. Anyway, the thing I'd like to do now is perhaps get one of these locks out of the way. That's the ISEO. Let's see if I can pick it for you. We're going to use the sparrows, just because I've had quite a bit of luck with it recently. And let's give it a go. This is not going to be as accomplished picking as Ben is capable of doing. He really does just nail these locks very precisely. See, I can't even get my pick into it. See, now I'm going to ruin a perfectly good video. So it's 3, 1 gives us a full set. Feels like 5. Drop anything. Maybe I overset him. Let's try that again. Three, 1. Feels like pin 5, but I've dropped a load more stuff. Maybe I just haven't set pin 5 properly. Click there, that sounds promising. Back to pin 1, deeper false set, that looks more like it. Feels like pin 4 maybe. Can't get on it. Oh, that's everything dropped. Feels like I literally did drop everything there and started again, despite the pretense of maintaining the same pick. Okay, that feels like pin 2. rotation on pin 2. There we go. That was a really messy pick, but that's the ISO pick to open. And let's just show you the bitting on the key. Bear with me. Got me my handy penknife, which is pretty much as blunt as they come these days. There we are, nothing too crazy. So there we are. Oh, the last thing I wanted to show you was some progression of my lockpicks. So this isn't my everyday carry. This is just everything all rammed into the same pack for the sake of this video. The lockpicks I started off with were these Southords, which I purchased from Amazon, and you can see that they got extremely beaten up. And the reason for that is actually a lock that I haven't featured here because I just don't think I'm ever going to bring myself to do a video on it. I don't think I can pick it. It's this Tri-Circle 266, very first lock that I bought. It's a beast. And the tendency for new pickers to use very heavy pressures and tension, coupled with the fact that this padlock really is a monster, caused these picks to really suffer. I went from those to buying these Sparrows, and to be honest, I really didn't like the change. I thought it was going to be a significant upgrade, and that I would be able to pick any lock once I got hold of some decent picks. And the truth of the matter is that I really struggled with these. I actually kept with the Southords for quite a period of time. And it's only recently that I've really started to really appreciate these lock picks. I used the shallow hook here more than any of them. I've actually polished it up a little bit, not much. I'm not very good at doing that, but I ought to get better at treating my picks with a little more care. And I also like this worm rake or bagatara, or I'm not too sure what you'd call it, but it's I'm not one for raking, but I can see the value in it, and I did use it with some success on another lock, but I'm not going to tell you about that. So after that, I bought some Petersons, and you'll have seen this Peterson number 3 on the picking of the Master Lock 140 when I said it was fast becoming my favourite lock, my favourite pick. And the only problem with this lock is the this shaft is quite thick. So I tried using it for the ISO, and it just kept oversetting some of the early pins, I think. It certainly just made it more difficult than was necessary. I also bought myself at the same time this Reach pick, which, to be honest, I just haven't used. I don't really like how it feels, and none of the locks I've picked recently have really warranted something like this. But I'm sure one day it will come in handy. And I also got this Peterson number 1, and this I've used a lot, and it is my go-to pick. This is what I'll start with when approaching any lock. Now, more recently, chap on UK locksport.co.uk recommended this Southord Max. This is number 7, I think it is. Medium hook, maybe? Anyway, I'm kind of struggling with it a little bit. I can definitely see the value in them. They come really nicely finished, and the only thing is that it's quite long, and I tend to choke up quite a bit when I'm lockpicking, and I'm just struggling a bit, first of all with the length, but also that the hook itself is just a bit more extreme than I really need for the locks I've been picking. But I'm definitely going to look at getting a shallower hook from the Southwold Max range, and I think I could grow to like these a lot. As far as tensioning goes, it's just standard tension tools, just pry bars. I think these are called pry bars, and the usual kind of tension tools there. To be honest, whatever works. I haven't used anything, any homebrews on my videos, but I do tend to try my best. I do try to find the tension tool which gives me the most control over the lock. It really is important to have that control, and I want to start looking into making my own tension tools out of piano wire. And I can't remember Kokomolock did a great video on actually how to make tension tools out of piano wire, so I might make some, and I might even make a video of me making some. This is an experiment I did. It was to do with that Yale Series 12470. The reason for this is that, as you can see, it's quite a restrictive keyway. Get this to focus, and that pin 1 is set really high. And the idea behind this is that I could really work up into that gap and get it set. And in the end, the Sparrow's deep hook, deep hook or whatever it's called, worked just as well, if not better. But it's always fun to mess about making your own tools. Okay, so that's a general update. That's a lock picked, and just a general rambling video to make up for perhaps the overproduction of my last video, number 17, peeking at with that view over London. By the way, if you look at that video, you can see the Shard in the distance. You can see the London Eye in the distance. Over on the right is the city and the actual square mile. So yeah, just a general rambling video. Now I'm going to go back and go look at that to-do list and probably find some other way to waste my time instead of getting on with it. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for persevering if you've got this far, and I will no doubt talk to you all soon. Goodbye.